So hi, Anadi. I'm so excited about your next new products, and it's actually, well, you could explain better than I can. But you told me that it's a product that you can use your hands to actually apply vibrational healing to the body. Can you, explain the audience a little bit about it?
So it's an extension of the research I've been doing with kinesthetic stimulation. And that's the kind of stimulation where you use a physical vibration that you can perceive through the body as a kinesthetic sensation. And as we were describing last time we talked, developed a way to introduce brainwave entrainment through that particular medium. And so I've been using that in the chair that we have in the Sensora, so over the whole body. But then we've had the idea for quite a while that since we are stimulating the whole body, we're not doing anything with the hands. And actually the hands are the most sensitive part of this kinesthetic sensation. If you want, I can share some images to illustrate that. So you'll see better. That would be here. Okay. Here. Yeah, from current slide. Yeah. Do you see the screen now?
Yes. Yeah.
Good. Good. So it's a technique that I call kinesthetic hand stimulation. And so you might ask why the hands, especially. And this is related to the fact that the hands have a very large mapping on the brain sensory cortex, really out of range with their size. You may have heard of what's called the sensoriomonculus, this strange creature that we're looking at now. This is actually a representation to the scale of each part of the body as perceived within the brain primary sensory cortex. And you see immediately that the hands are completely outsized. They're completely out of proportion with the rest of the body. And this is because there's so many nerve endings. The hands are very, very sensitive. So if you're looking for a way to stimulate the brain, to introduce this brainwave entrainment through sensory stimulation, then the hands are clearly a primary target. So that's where the idea came to how can we manage to bring this stimulation in an effective way to the hands. Here you have another illustration of this sensoriomonculus, where you can see the mapping of this primary sensory cortex. And you see here the very large areas devoted to sensation from the hand. So the hands are really the best conduit for vibrotactile stimulation. So what it came to are these little pods over which you put your hand. And they're made out of a biocompatible silicone material. And they contain a transducer. Each contains a powerful transducer inside. So it means that you can generate these specific vibrations electronically through the transducers, and they are propagated through the silicone. So when you apply your hands on it, you feel very clearly that vibration at whatever frequency we're working with. You can also just hold them on the back like this. You can even apply them to different parts of the body. So it's you can do many different things with them. And so these hand pods, they can be used either together with the complete chair. That's how we use it in the Sensora. So you kind of add them, connect them to the Sensora chair, and that kind of completes whole body stimulation. And but you can also use them independently. So I created a specific processor, which I call the TD4, whose only purpose is to drive these transducer hand pods. And this device, since it's really created just for hands, I've been able to optimize the different programs that it contains. So it contains 35 different programs that each work with a specific band of brainwaves. And there are many variations within each brainwave. So it's quite powerful. You can do things optimized for hands that you can't really do for the whole chair. So it's a different device. So this system, the processor and the two pods, can really be used on their own for sensory stimulation. And they're also very nice to use together with light. I'll just stop the sharing here. So, for example, one nice way to use them is in conjunction with the sensosphere, this light device here that is kind of a scaled down version of the sensora. It's a small object based on the same light modulation technology as used in the sensora, but reduced to a small size so that you can use it in the home. And so you could, for example, use the light stimulation from the sensosphere, which also has brainwave entrainment, and combine it with the hand stimulation from the pods. So you kind of a miniature system that's very portable to experiment with this multi-sensorial stimulation. You can even combine it with music, with headphones, and use whatever music you want to work with. So you can have really a self-contained system.
Yeah, and this is fantastic news. So this can be bought by practitioners, but it could also be bought by people who just want to use this kind of vibrational medicine in their own home.
Right. Yes, for sure.
Because it's not that big. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And do you have a website where people can have a look at?
Well, you can find information on my website, sensora.com.
Okay.
But this is very new. I just released this a few months ago, so it's not, there's no specific information on this device on the website yet.
Okay.
We'll have to add it.
Okay, well, they can get in touch with you.
There is a document that I can share about it, so whoever is interested can contact me and I can share the information.
Oh, a very exciting news. Thank you so much for sharing all your latest developments and research. Really good.
My pleasure.